Welcome to Bifocal Naturalist.
Yeah.
Today we have with us, two wonderful people who are harbingers of a green dream, Hirva Swapna. They met accidentally and they have joined forces, and today they are a great force to reckon with. Hi, welcome Anil. Welcome Prabha. How are you?
Good evening.
Thank you. Thank you, Vijaya, for
Thank
having
you
us.
for
Yeah. So, Prabha, I want to know what inspired you to start Hirva Swapna and how did you three meet?
Yeah, it's been a journey for the last is 7 to 8 years. One fine morning, I went there, and Anil was there with the doing a nature trail with the Shashi Mama Ranade. So he was doing a natural nature trail with the band of crowd, and I joined in, and that's how I met Anil. And Kiran was already working with me in my area. He used to come regularly, and so then we, like-minded people, thought of joining. Anil, and Kiran, we thought that we should form this group and slowly build up on it. And now here we are with 1,200 plus members working for environment in our own way, doing plantation on a daily basis. Working towards plantation on a daily basis, and every week we try to have try to do some plantation, some seva to Mother Earth by planting a few hundreds each week.
That's an incredible journey. Just three of you all started and now it's boomeranged into a huge system and doing almost every day. That is incredible. Anil, I would like to know what are the sustainable methods you use, for your plantations?
actually when we think of a project, we first in sustainability, first requirement is that of water. So we take care of rainwater harvesting. Then we try to use maximum natural resources, dry leaves and other microbes, earthworms, so that we go totally in line with nature. We don't want to work anything which goes against the nature. So to make our project sustainable, we conserve water, we do rainwater harvesting, we do soilless plantation in pots wherever possible to encourage microbes and earthworms coming into that soil, and working for us relentlessly day in day out to make vermicompost, which otherwise we have to buy from market. So we create a factory of um, vermicompost by inviting. And our main contention to maintain the sustainability is to bring in birds, bees, and butterflies. It's them who are going to make our any project or any plantation for that matter sustainable. And by sustainable, we mean that it should be for the benefit of all living beings on planet Earth without disturbing ecology and biodiversity of nature.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I was really surprised when you all visited Indian Women Scientists Association and using up all the dry leaves, everywhere was looking quite shabby. You all converted into gold. And you filled our gigantic pots. It was very impressive. Prabha,
Yeah.
I'd like to know, how is your organization, Hirva Swapna, different from other NGOs?
We basically concentrate on action. We do not have any classroom sessions, Zoom sessions, or meetings, or we don't have any courses to for people to attend to. And our even in our groups, we don't allow forwards and anything downloaded from the net. We keep asking them, tell us what you are doing for Mother Earth on a daily basis. We believe in action on a daily basis. So we encourage our members to come join our plantation. We motivate them by giving them certificates every month. And children, when they come, we really enjoy I mean, we allow the next generation to get involved in our projects. So it's a very action-oriented organization, and the numbers that we have been doing speaks for itself. We have already crossed about a lakh of trees that we have put till now. Of course, we have had our failures, we had good successes. So it's part of the process, but we are moving ahead each day with more and more volunteers joining in. We People donating quietly, but our pursuit for lookout for land is the one of our main concerns. Getting a good protected land with equally interested owners and people who will be taking care. The post care is very critical. So we just don't do plantation on roadsides and all that. So our main focus is where we are sure those plants the efforts that we took is fruitful. So survival rate is very critical for us. So as of now, that has been our focus. So it's quite different from other organizations wherein we want to do something for the in the global situation. If you must be hearing every day now, climate change, air pollution, children suffering with so many. I mean, all humans suffering with so much allergies and this. So this is our small step, our whatever karisa wata they say in Marathi. It's our little effort to do conservation for Mother Earth in our own little way.
So, Prabha,
We are
you were
trying to do.
mentioning, that there were many challenges, many failures you have faced, besides the
Yeah.
gains. Can you, tell us a little more about these failures and challenges which you encumber?
Yeah, basically, post care is very critical, and we try to evaluate, we try to do our own judgment as to how much is the interest in the owners or the recipients and all that. But many a times, people think it is a one-time project, they do that fanfare and celebration, Vriksharopan, and the next day there's nobody to take care of, they become orphans. We have done in so many orphanages, one or two orphanages, we have suffered badly. We literally had to plead to them that we have donated to you for your children to, I mean, for children to enjoy the fruits of it. Please take care, but it has not helped us. Our volunteers had to go take care of it, water it, and all that. So it is then it came to a point that when we just took away all the plants and planted it somewhere else, many a times the plants have died. So we learn with each plantation there is some learning, some failures, some successes on which we rejoice, and failures through which we learn. So as now we have, we know, we have sort of formulated a formulated a system wherein we try to minimize the failures as much as possible, but of course nothing is assured in this world.
Correct, correct. One of my
Yeah.
guests, Shamla Prasanna, was saying, how they used to have a beautiful exhibition, plant exhibition in the grounds of the Mysore Palace. And once that
Ah.
was over, the next day was a total mess. It was all fanfare. Next day, the place was full of plastic and a total mess. Anil, I would like to know, what are the different plants, saplings you plant, and which are the type of saplings you give importance to?
Uh, Actually, without being rigid about native, non-native, we select the plants which are suitable to tropical climate and even our local climate. And what we believe is unless we create a complete ecosystem or biodiversity, which will help all the living beings, mainly birds, bees, and butterflies, uh, without which no biodiversity, perfect biodiversity can be created. So we select the plants which are fruits, flowering plants, medicinal trees, medicinal shrubs, preferably all native. And wherever the plants are suitable for butterflies and all that, we do sometimes so-called non-native plants, but they are good for our climate. And While selecting the plants, we see the location, situation. For example, in schools, we don't plant fruit trees because the principal and other management will complain that stone throwing for plucking those tree mangoes and all that. In temples, we go for plants like parijatak, bel patra, which are used for puja as well as creating a positive spiritual environment. All fragrant plants. Orphanages, old age homes, we go for fruit plants so that poor orphans, otherwise they cannot afford uh, blueberries, Indian blueberries, that is jamun, 800 rupees a kg nowadays it is. So the management cannot provide them with healthy fruits. So we plant 80% of those fruit trees in orphanages and old age homes for inmates to enjoy some vegetables, some and then 20% of the plants which will attract bird, bees, and butterflies to complete the process of pollination and more fruiting. So we are not rigid. Some people are rigid about native, non-native. Whichever is good for our climate is native.
That's wonderful. As long as you're not planting invasive plants, I think you're also plant specific, place specific plants. That's what you're doing, which is really wonderful. Prabha, there is no place in Mumbai. Everybody keeps complaining, Zaga nahi. But I see Hirva Swapna planting all the time. I mean, how do you manage?
It is by our members are doing the job. Like members, by word of mouth, they spread when they spread this message that plantation is to be done, and they are always on the lookout for that. And members themselves give us a lot of leads. Like they add their own friends and relatives who are interested in plantation, and then they also give us leads saying these lands are available. Shall we go and talk? So we tell the member, you do the primary talk, check up whether water is there, whether they're interested, what is it they're looking for. So the basic groundwork is done by our members themselves, and then we some of us go there with the member and meet the person, the decision maker over there, and then we discuss as to what we can offer and what he is looking, and make a mutual agreement as to what can be implemented in the particular land available, and then we put it out to our members to come and do the seva. So it is just by word of mouth and one spreading of the word among the members. So we get lot of leads within our thousand. We have 1,200 members as of now across three groups, and they help us in getting a lot of leads. So we work about 2 hours from Maharashtra. Anywhere we do plantation. So we have done in Lonavala, we have done in Kudu, Swada, then Pali, a lot of Western New Bombay. Now we are doing in Baikla jail this for this International Women's Day. So wherever possible, about 2-3 hours travel, we are doing it. If it is a little further, then we prefer to do it overnight, and we have done many overnight projects also with our volunteers. So it's thanks to our members that we are getting so many leads regularly.
It's so wonderful, involving members in decision
Yeah.
making. That's very
Yes.
rare. It's very rare. It's always the top people who may take all the decisions. But here I find it's very egalitarian. Hirva Swapna, you're involving the members.
And we are fortunate to have members from across the globe. We
Yeah.
have members from Australia, we have members from in India, we have members from Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai,
Mm-hmm.
Delhi,
Yeah.
Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, from all over. We didn't create any hierarchy. As
Yes,
you
I've
said,
observed
members,
that.
yeah, no president, no secretary, all are
Correct,
equal.
correct. That
And
is
that's
why.
how our members feel at home.
And you're also working in jails. People are
Yeah.
always indoors, uh, with doors closed, and you're helping them come outdoors,
Yes.
and do the work.
Psychologically it helps them,
Yes,
plus they also get some work. They need to be given some work to keep them mentally active. So the jailers are very happy that besides getting to them to do some handicrafts and all that, this is also an activity that will keep them mentally engaged plus stress free. So this
correct.
Today we went to Baikla jail. They were so happy. All of them were saying, "You all have done those plants. You have given very exceptionally well. They've bloomed and all that." And that's the best reward we can get. That they have taken care and they are appreciating our efforts.
Correct.
So it was very nice feeling. Everybody from the jailer to the regular uh, security guy, they were all appreciative. So it is very rewarding. And the tree plants we put are zero maintenance ones, very hardy tropical climate ones. So they need not be native, but they are tropical. So our selection goes on tropical climate ones that survive in this heat, with this ever increasing heat. They flourish with more heat. So the results are much better.
So they're
So it's a
basically
greener.
climate smart
Yeah.
plants, climate smart trees,
Yes, yes.
which you're
Zero
planting.
maintenance and very hardy plants. Yes.
Yes. So, I've
So we
also
go for it.
worked in Chembur. There is a place for women inmates, who have to keep going to
Mhm.
the courts. They're not prisoners, but they are kept there detained, till further questioning takes place. And they were so happy when we did work. We did a vegetation patch with them, and they were so happy and
Okay.
liberated to come out. And they also
Yes,
have
yes.
little children with them. Imagine keeping children
Small
indoors.
children.
I think you're doing
Yes.
wonderful work. Anil, can you give us any message? Would you like to give us any message for our viewers before we move on to quick questions?
Uh, I would like to only say that in this world of automation and high-tech world,
Hmm.
we need to connect back to nature, and
Hmm.
that is the only way. And we have learned a lesson maybe during the period of COVID,
Hmm.
that entire system went haywire.
Yes.
And during that period, animals, birds, bees, they were enjoying because human beings were caged. So my message is that when you cage an animal or bird or bee or butterfly, just think of your period during uh, COVID and when you were caged. So respect all the living beings on planet. Don't assume ownership of this planet. We have come last on this planet after trees, herbs, shrubs, animals, birds.
Yeah. So, Prabha, just some quick questions. I would like to know, what are, how do you balance between native and non-native plants?
Actually, there is no balance. If we choose the plants as per the requirement of the land and the
Hmm.
requirement of the owner. So whatever suits that, if there is too much lots of sun, then it can be a bougainvillea which is non-native. There can be a deshi flowering plant over there, like maybe a jasmine. The mixes just depends totally. The selection totally depends on the land available. So it's not that we have to put a wholly mix between the two. We don't go by that.
Oh,
Just depending on the sun availability, the water availability, the care availability, the selection depends on that.
so you
So
basically go for geographical conditions, environmental
yes,
conditions.
but the owner can what care level the owner can give. So
Yes.
if he's really a passionate person, maybe we can go for something a second level gardening, like maybe roses and adeniums and all that. But if
Okay.
it's somebody who just wants the basic, then we go for the basic plants. So
Okay.
that is how we do the selection. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Sorry.
So you also, look at your client, at the person, who's sponsoring and giving his land for
Yes.
plantation. That's excellent. So Anil, I would like to know, how do you inculcate the love for nature and trees in young children? Because you're working with so many schools.
Actually, it's more important to look into what the children would like and rather than what we would like them to do. So we motivate them. We create a healthy competition that on your birthdays you plant trees and trees as nowadays in fortunately in curriculum kids are being taught that we need oxygen and trees give us oxygen. Basic knowledge is being given in schools nowadays because of new policies, Maji Vasundhara and all that. So we tell them recycling of paint the bars, then don't throw plastic. So we teach them importance of being creating clean environment around them. Talk to children. We explain them the importance of having plants around them, to invite birds, bees, and butterflies so that they enjoy and create a positive, vibrant environment around them. Then we also explain to them how plastic is damaging their future. So, recycling, reusing the plastic as far as possible, painting your walls, which are otherwise dirty, by nature paintings, and then recycled those uh, paint boxes or paint buckets. So we tell them that this is the best way to celebrate your birthday. And the basic thing that we tell them is that just like you charge your mobile, please charge yourself. And this is the only way. By connecting to nature, you will charge yourself. So give importance to yourself first rather than to your mobile.
That's very interesting because children understand the mobile very well. So I think the
Yeah.
connection you have created is wonderful. And, you also talked about upscaling, using old material to create something new. I was at Somani school in Cuff Parade, where we were talking to little children, first standard children, and they came up with so many ideas. It's really nice. And I also was a volunteer in one of your school programs in Navi Mumbai,
Yes,
MAPE.
you did
It was
fine. Yes, yes.
Yes, Prabha. It was such a wonderful
Thank
experience because the children were so happy and excited to be outdoors, and they were collecting all the rubbish and filling up the pots, and it was really wonderful. It's really, really nice. And I also want to know, Prabha, is there anything else? Are you having any community outreach programs?
Yeah, actually, we have a offshoot of Hirva Swapna. That is, we have created a group called Tana Naturals, wherein we allow farmers to sell their natural produce. We want to encourage chemical-free produce in the market. Now, the mainstream is chemically induced vegetables and fruits that you get in the market, like urea, DAP has been added. So wherever we did plantation as of now, in the last past 6 7 years, many of our farmers approached us and said, "Ma'am, we are just two of us, and in this 5 6 acres, the produce of our natural this fruits and vegetables is in big volume. So can you help us in selling?" So Anil and myself thought of how can we do this, because our that's not our focus. We just go on doing plantation. So then we brainstormed and we said, okay, let's create one more group wherein we'll allow commercial activity, but we will restrict ourselves to only introducing the farmers with the members, whoever wants to join. You need not be a Hero Sapna member, but so we will just do that. So we now have an only Tana Natural Group wherein members are there from all over Thane, Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, and outskirts also. And the farmers are from all over Maharashtra and beyond. They are even from Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, and remotes of Maharashtra. And they have established such a beautiful, like we have farmers from Ahmednagar, they are selling grapes, this what is in season now. And last year, the mango season was just wonderful. Like we were getting the most natural ripened mangoes. Otherwise, what you get in market is the carbide ripened mangoes and bananas and all, which is tasteless. But last year we thoroughly enjoyed because most of the farmers were selling naturally grown through that chemically free mangoes and selling it to us. And mango season went very well. I'm looking forward to the mango season now.
So am
I'm
I.
sure
So
many
am
of our
I.
700 members are looking forward to it. And now we are enjoying the grape season. And
Oh,
so season wise, we are getting those fruits
oh,
and
wonderful.
vegetables. And
So
many of them are vegetable growers also. The challenge is to get it fresh and without any this thing damage to the crop, and the courier system has to be established and all. But hopefully soon, natural farmers will be mainstream, and the chemical ones will be the
Yes,
one that is not lucrative. Yes, yes,
yes. So
we
you're
are looking at that. At the
wonderful.
moment, it should be, it is becoming worldwide. This
Yeah,
popularity for organic and natural produce is worldwide. It is picked up. So
yes.
hopefully, we will also be part of that movement, and
Yeah, Prabha, it's
remain
wonderful.
healthy, and through our
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
Hirva Swapna has turned into facilitators, and you're promoting
Yes.
organic food, which is very important. Anil, would you like to add anything
I
to it?
I might add one sentence.
Yes, please.
Otherwise, a poor farmer, he produces his say tomatoes. We buy them at 50 or 60 rupees a kg, but ultimately only 5 rupees go into his pocket. By
Yes,
creating this platform, he is getting full return for his produce
correct.
in Thane
Yeah. There's no
Natural. So
middleman.
from
Correct. I mean,
farm to table, there
yeah.
are no in between agencies to take away the bulk of the profit and leaving farmer poor as he was.
Yes, it's wonderful, listening to you. I think all the Hirva Swapna is really promoting organic food, a green dream. You're helping us realize a green dream. Thank you very much. Listening to your tree story was really wonderful, and I'm sure the viewers will be enthused to take up plantations. When you look at plantations, you have to be place specific. You've got to also look at the geographical factors, the environmental factors. And as long
Yes.
as you're not using invasive plants, you can have a blend of exotic and native species. Of course, I would
True.
say, have more natives and less, like Anil was talking about jamun. I mean, jamun is such a versatile plant. It's so beautiful to look at. It absorbs dust. In fact, in our shastras, if you go to Siddha medicine, they say plant the jamun tree at the crossroads of streets because it helps in pollution, it absorbs dust, and it absorbs toxins. It's very good and it's excellent for health. Thank you very much. It was lovely talking to you, Prabha and Anil, and I look forward to conversing with you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijaya. Thank you
Thank you
so much.
so much, Divya. Thank you.